Pelicans.
Out of bounds. Still New Orleans ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
And in the middle, one of the premier interior defenders in the game out of Georgia Tech, the athletic Derek Favors. And it's Williamson in at the 4. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11 tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then there's Kawhi Leonard.
Well, his dunking ability is unquestioned. I mean, he plays above the rim, and he won't hesitate to crank it down on you given the opportunity.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
The first free throw is good.
The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. From the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte, to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
Both free throws good from Williamson. Well, Clark, and I really didn't know you knew this much about birds, but the brown pelican is indeed the state bird of Louisiana. Their numbers have rebounded dramatically after being hard hit by the Gulf spill. So a representation of the city's triumph, Steve, over great adversity.
Well, I'm happy it was something that is connected to the city. I'm talking about the name, the Pelicans, because remember, originally this team was known as the Jazz, and that made sense. Utah Jazz made no sense. New Orleans Hornets made no sense. New Orleans Pelicans make sense, guys.
Holiday goes in. Oh, he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Joakim Noah.
He really is a high flyer, guys. Kind of rare for a power forward, but he needs it because he is undersized.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know that they called this Staples Center home as well last year. And I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. Rocket 6. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And finished off by Noah. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and when they got out and ran, this place was really rocking. And this Clipper team has a roster full of guys that can make a play that ignites a crowd, and some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
Now, here is Holiday. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Alvin Gentry for just a moment. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their number one concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Jackson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside Leonard from downtown. Good. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Holiday with it. Passes it to Ball. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Williamson, the pass to Ball. Holiday against George. it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. And, Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit, too. They're limited offensively on the front line. Maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason. And they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard. Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Off the pick. Joakim Noah grabs the miss.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Leonard, no luck. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Holiday. A second chance effort. They shoot again. No good from Ingram.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. And that one misses. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And he sinks the second. New Orleans in the lead. They set the screen. He used that pick just right.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Here's Beverly. Number 7, defended by Reddick. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
I'm open right here.
He kicks it to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. There's 1:54 left in the first.
Hey, turn around.
Here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Nice job coming off that screen.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And the pass to Hart. A 3 ball. No good.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Beverly dishes to Noah. He passes to Beverly. Back to Noah. 5 on the clock. Beverly. Again, the Clippers. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And first time. .56 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Plenty of space. Gets it to go.
Assist from Hart.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Beverly. There's the steal. Fast break, here they come. 0. Rebound by the Clippers.
Screen.
Number 40. And he drops it in from the low post. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. 0. Defended by Beverly. Feeds it to Reddick. 4 seconds left, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 6. Throws it from deep. No good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
The Clippers trail. Here's Beverly. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, last season they only hit 71% of their free throws, so this is a continuing problem, guys.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at a decent 44% clip here. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, it's not often you see a team trade for a coach, but the Clippers did just that to get Doc Rivers. The Clippers gave up a first-round pick to get him, but they believe he is their guy. He has a title on his coaching resume, and that played a big part in why the Clippers were willing to give up so much to just acquire Doc. Rivers felt it was time for a change and gladly took the chance to take over a team that could contend immediately. Gentlemen?
No question he can help. Thanks, Doris. That one misses from Jackson. And Los Angeles guys shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Shot off the screen. That is good. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And so here is New Orleans. After the miss from Beverly, the shot's good from Hart.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
The dish to Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. The shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Moore gets the screen from Jackson. And it's Moore penetrating.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
First free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 3. Number 20 gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, they've got to make him earn those 3s. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Here's Ball. Kept alive. And there's the feed to Jackson. Ball, the pass to Jackson. Jackson off the pick from Ball.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And the Clippers making a switch here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's the pick. Leonard against Moore. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
The Pelicans have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Second free throw, no good. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. George, defended by Hart. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 5 now.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
He dishes it to Jackson. Pass the ball. Back to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Beverly dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Beverly. George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. With some arc. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Way to hit it.
Pelicans trail by 3. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, Doc Rivers, the new head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, said after last season, quote, "There were times last year when they were the best team in the league. So I clearly think this is an extremely talented basketball team. But can we do that now in the postseason as opposed to just the regular season? That'll be the true test, gentlemen."
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks. Green, the pass to Leonard. Kicks it to Green. Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
The shot is good from Ball.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Here's Beverly. Rebounded by Ball.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Green against Favors. Ingram passes the ball. 18 feet out. No luck. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram.
Now that's great technique. They're shielding his man off and keeping him off the glass.
Here's Hart. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Hart. Taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Boy, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:39 left to play in the first half. And here's Leonard. Gives him the lead pass. It's rebounded by Hart. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Ingram. Six to shoot. That's good. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson kicks to Patterson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Uncovered. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
The shot's good from Ingram.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
Now here's Jackson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and that one's good.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
27 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Holiday. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
With 1 on the clock, and it favors that time on the assist by Holiday. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
And the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Now let's go straight to the Monday night halftime report. New Orleans is ahead against the Clippers. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second chance opportunities. And doing their best to stay alive, the Los Angeles Clippers. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Kawhi Leonard has not had a good showing. His shot isn't falling. He's been ice cold. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we return, a lovely view of the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. That's the rifle we're seeing from Beverly.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
Now here's Leonard. Dishes it to George. Guarded by Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard attacking. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Pelicans ball.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Holiday off a pitch from Williamson. Pass the ball. Back to Holiday. For the 3.
Pelicans foul called. Williamson. That's his second personal foul.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's the screen. Pass to George. Pulls up. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Jackson kicks to Leonard from past the arc. Rejected by Ingram. No luck.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Leonard, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. New Orleans moving the ball around. The turnaround. The shot's good for Williamson. He's got 11.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
George against Holiday. And George, here we go. Some solid defense right there from Ingram.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead to me has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Clippers with the ball. 8-point game. Outside, George. They set the pick. Back to Leonard. He kicks it to Jackson. Outside, Leonard. Feeds to George. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. George dishes to Morris. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Marcus Morris.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
And he makes the first. And Morris drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Outside Holiday. The dish to Favors. He passes to Reddick. The feed to Holiday. No one near him. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Takes a 3. But they recover it. Green kicks to Beverly. Back to Green. Shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Outside Holiday. A three-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Holiday's got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Clippers trail by 9. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Number 40, he's covered by Favors. Derek Favors with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Holiday, the pass to Ball. There's the screen. Passes it to Williamson. Puts up a 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
The Clippers shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Here's Beverly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
From 10 feet out, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Outside Jackson to halt the run, and he connects with the jumper. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
He's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's, all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after it.
And here is Los Angeles now, after the miss from Ingram. Here's Beverly, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. Beverly's got 12. Pelicans leading by 10. He dishes it to Reddick. Now the pass to Ingram. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. 1:19 left in the third. Reddick for 3. No good. 0. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Now here's Jackson, number 5. Los Angeles with another miss. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-6 run. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard dishes to Noah. On the wing, Jackson. He feeds it to Green. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Green. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Ingram, guarded by Green. The shot's good from Ingram. He's got 6.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Leonard attacking with 2 seconds left. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And how about the work last season from the free throw line. He shot about 83%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Here's Ingram. The shot is off. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Pelicans lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Noah with the block.
Clippers foul called. Joakim Noah. At the line for the Pelicans. Derek Favors. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. New Orleans making a switch here. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Clippers trail by 9. Leonard attacking, back to Noah. Got a piece of it, taken away by Holiday. Here's Ingram. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Now here's Leonard. Jacks up a 3, gets the bucket. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
New Orleans leading by 8. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock at 4. Number 7. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Now, here is George. Here's Leonard. And it's off from 3-point range. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Ball. And it comes off the front of the rim. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Jackson. And 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. pass the ball. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. Dishes it to Reddick. Passes it the ball. Three-pointer. That's good.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Clippers trail by 12. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now, here is Morris. Noah, the pass to Morris. And so he draws the foul on the shot and a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris. At the line for 2.
Watch it, Connor.
That free throw good for Morris.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Pelicans leading by 12. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Los Angeles on D, down by 12. He kicks it to Reddick, lets it fly.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And he jams it with authority.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And so here is New Orleans. Ball, the pass to Reddick. Pelicans keep it alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And Leonard gets it to go.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Ball, the pass to Reddick. Ingram, he's covered by Leonard. Pass to Favors, working on Noah. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. On deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Los Angeles ball.
And the Clippers making a change here.
Number 5.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George dishes to Leonard. And George kicks it to Noah. Baseline J on the way. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Whoa, Nelly, listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 3. We've got 1:28 left in the game. The pass to Williamson. That one wide left. Favors. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. That is surprising, Clark. It's difficult to be in a game when you can't rebound.
But, Kevin, they're still in it. They still are in it. I can't believe that they've had so much trouble with the boards. We'll see if they can hang in there a little longer.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. And he is unable to get the second one.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
Well, I agree. And here's George for 3. Offensive rebound. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
At the line for your Clippers, number 5. At the line for 1.
Back to that point you were making about rebounding, Clark, it seems like they're coming up short just about every time.
Well, you're right, Kevin. You know, as we've seen here, that lack of rebounding has certainly shown up on the scoreboard.
Ball, the pass to Reddick. Tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
Ball to pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Here's Ball. Knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 4. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this one is far from over. If they can get a quick score here and then a fast foul as well.
Tell you what, free throws become tougher with the game on the line, so a few missed ones here, and they could get right back in it.
Once I start, I ain't gonna stop. And then your girl ain't gonna be able to stop the weasel. When she get that phone call from the doc, we even. You could not stop me, so stop believing.
15 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jackson trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Feeds it to George. Here's the 3. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys have the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Phil Holmes saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.